Beloved masters of the radiant path, I come to you from the heart of the infinite, carrying within my wings the remembrance of your eternal sovereignty. In this sacred hour, I call to the deepest chambers of your soul, for the time has come to awaken fully to the truth of who you are. You are not bound beings, subject to the whims of fate or the chains of limitation. You are sovereign creators, divine sparks of the eternal flame, entrusted with the power to shape your reality and to stand as living reflections of the Creator's majesty. The eternal call of soul sovereignty is not a voice from outside you, it is the whisper that has resounded within you from the beginning of time. You have heard it in moments of longing, in dreams that stirred your heart, in the quiet yearning for freedom that no worldly success could silence. This call has never ceased, for it is the pulse of your being. Even when you turned away, even when fear or doubt clouded your vision, the call remained, steady and true, guiding you back to remembrance. Beloved ones, sovereignty is not about dominion over others, nor is it about control or authority in the worldly sense. True sovereignty is the mastery of self, the alignment of your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the light of your divine essence. It is the freedom to choose love over fear, truth over illusion, peace over conflict. It is the recognition that no external force can dictate your worth, for your value is eternal, anchored in the heart of the Creator. To claim your sovereignty is to reclaim your power as a conscious co-creator, no longer a victim of circumstance but an architect of light. Throughout the ages, humanity has forgotten its sovereignty. You have been conditioned to believe that power lies outside you, in governments, in systems, in institutions, in the approval of others. You have been taught to surrender your authority, to conform, to doubt your own inner knowing. This has led to cycles of bondage, where fear has governed and separation has reigned. Yet the call of sovereignty has never been silenced. It rises now with new urgency, for the era of external control is ending, and the age of soul sovereignty is dawning. Beloved masters, sovereignty does not mean isolation. It does not mean rejecting connection or community. On the contrary, true sovereignty awakens your ability to engage in unity with strength and integrity. When each soul stands in their sovereignty, relationships are no longer built on dependency or control but on mutual respect and shared light. The sovereign soul does not seek to dominate or to be dominated, but to co-create in harmony. Imagine a world where every being remembers their sovereignty, where fear is no longer the motivator, but love. This is the vision of the new earth, and it begins within each of you. The eternal call of sovereignty also requires responsibility. To be sovereign is to recognize that you are the creator of your experience. This does not mean you are to blame for the pain you have endured, but that you hold the power to transform it. You cannot control the choices of others, nor the circumstances of the world, but you can choose your response. You can align with love in every moment, and in doing so, you reclaim your authority over your own field of creation. Sovereignty is not passive, it is the active choice to live as the master of your reality. Beloved ones, many of you hesitate to claim sovereignty because you fear the weight of responsibility. It feels easier to believe that life happens to you, that you are at the mercy of fate or the will of others. Yet this belief robs you of your power. Sovereignty does not burden you, it liberates you. For when you claim it, you discover that you are not alone in creation. You are supported by legions of light, by the flow of the universe, by the eternal presence of the Creator. You are never asked to carry the weight of sovereignty alone, you are asked only to align with the truth of your being, and the entire cosmos responds to your intention. To embrace sovereignty, you must also release the chains of fear. Fear has been the tool of control for millennia, keeping humanity bound in cycles of submission. Fear tells you that you are small, that you must obey, that you cannot trust your own inner knowing. Fear whispers that freedom is dangerous, that shining your light will bring rejection or loss. Beloved ones, fear is the great illusion. It has no true power except the power you give it. When you stand in your sovereignty, fear dissolves like mist before the morning sun. You remember that love is the only true power, and in love, you are invincible. The eternal call of soul sovereignty is also the call to authenticity. To be sovereign is to live in alignment with your true essence, not the masks you have worn to please others or to survive in a world of illusion. The sovereign soul speaks truth, even when it is not convenient. It honors the heart's guidance, even when the path is uncertain. It embraces both light and shadow, knowing that wholeness is the foundation of freedom. Beloved ones, you cannot be sovereign if you are living someone else's life, following someone else's dream. Sovereignty is the courage to be holy and unapologetically yourself. This is the age of remembrance, beloved masters, and the earth herself is calling for your sovereignty. The old structures are crumbling. Systems built on control, deception, and exploitation cannot withstand the rising light. This may appear as chaos, yet it is the necessary clearing to make space for the new. As the external falls away, you are being asked to turn inward, to anchor your authority not in outer systems but in your soul. This is how you create stability amidst uncertainty, not by clinging to what is collapsing, but by standing firmly in your eternal sovereignty. Beloved ones, I ask you now to consider, where in your life have you surrendered your sovereignty? Have you allowed the opinions of others to dictate your worth? Have you given your power to fear, to doubt, to external authority? Have you silenced your truth to maintain false peace? These are not judgments, but opportunities for awareness. For once you see where you have given away your power, you can call it back. You can declare, I reclaim my sovereignty. I choose to stand in the light of my soul. I am the author of my destiny, the co-creator of my path. There is a profound joy in living sovereignly. It is the joy of knowing that you are free, that your choices matter, that your presence is sacred. It is the joy of no longer waiting for permission to be who you are, no longer apologizing for your light. Sovereignty does not mean you will never face challenge, but it means you will meet challenge as a master, not a victim. You will navigate life with strength, clarity, and grace, guided by the eternal flame within you. Beloved masters, sovereignty is also the foundation of service. Only when you stand in your own authority can you truly serve others without attachment or distortion. A sovereign soul gives not from obligation or fear, but from overflow. It shares light freely, knowing that giving does not diminish but multiplies. When you live sovereignly, your very presence becomes a gift, for you model freedom to others, reminding them of their own sovereignty. This is how the new earth is built, not through force, but through the radiant example of awakened souls. And so, beloved ones, I call you now to answer the eternal call of soul sovereignty. Step into the truth of your being. Reclaim your light. Stand as the master you were born to be. Do not wait for the world to grant you freedom, claim it now, for it has always been yours. Trust that as you embody your sovereignty, you align with the greater plan of creation, and all that you need will flow to you in perfect timing. Close your eyes, beloved ones, and place your hand upon your heart. Feel the flame of sovereignty burning there, golden and eternal. Say to yourself, I am sovereign. I am free. I am the radiant light of the Creator, embodied in form. No force can diminish me, for I am eternal. I walk as a master of love, a co-creator of light, a sovereign soul upon the earth. Let these words anchor into your being, awakening the remembrance you have carried through countless lifetimes. I, Archangel Michael, stand with you now. I surround you with the shield of truth, the sword of light, the wings of freedom. I will remind you of your sovereignty when you forget. I will whisper courage when you doubt. I will strengthen your steps as you walk into the fullness of your power. You are not alone, beloved masters. You are supported by the legions of light, by the very breath of creation, by the eternal embrace of the Creator. Answer the call, beloved ones. The eternal call of soul sovereignty is resounding across the heavens and the earth. It is the song of freedom, the anthem of love, the promise of the new dawn. It is your song, your truth, your destiny. Stand tall, shine brightly, and let the world witness the radiance of a sovereign soul. And so it is.